Hey everybody, welcome to the video. Today we're going to discuss if Vanny and Vanessa are the same person in Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. So in this scene, we see Vanessa catch us. And Vanessa knows our name because I'm pretty sure she can hear what Freddy's saying. And she says, this is not the night to be wasting my time. So she stuck them in Lost and Found until your parents or the police arrive. And then on that same video, Vanny shows up. All right, and here we get one of the endings. This is where we take the emergency exit while Freddy has his Roxanne eyes. So Freddy knows that these are flammable, I guess, and burns them all up to burn down the pizzeria. And we see that Vanny with red eyes is up here. And I'm not too sure what she's going to do to us because Freddy comes in and rushes her. And he says that now that he has new eyes, he can see her, meaning that he couldn't see her before. So her and Freddy topple down to the ground. And Freddy has sacrificed himself in a brave showing. And we find Vanny on the ground, surprisingly not a big splat mess. And we unmask her. And Vanny does look like Vanessa. And this is a 2-star ending, but after the credits, we see a burnt picture of Vanessa up on top of the building, looking down pretty concerned at the scene she sees below. And the newspaper says nothing about anybody dying, just Megaplex burns to the ground and there's a recall on flammable toys. And this is the 3-star ending that you get after completing Princess Quest 3. And it looks like you've released the possession from Glitch Trap on all of the animatronics. And on top of that, Vanny. So in this one, you've rescued Freddy's head, and right there waiting for you is unmasked Vanny on 3-star. Possibly the best ending we know of right now. And at the very end, you see Vanny, Gregory, and Freddy looking up at the sky enjoying ice cream. So if you've seen those endings, you're kind of asking yourself, well, what does all of that mean? And I think that we need to look at the therapist tapes to completely understand what's going on here. So there are, I took notes, 16 therapy tapes, and I'll go over them and who I believe is in these therapy tapes. So one will just be called Vanessa, and one will be called Not Talking. So in CD1, we hear Vanessa clearly, and that she's having conversations at work that are encrypted, and we don't know what they're about. CD2, we hear someone that doesn't talk, and they like the dark, and they like confined spaces, like some of the spaces that we found in Security Breach, in the ship, and also Vanny's hidden room. I think it's safe to assume that CD2 is Vanny. CD3, there's a new therapist. We're talking to Vanessa. We find out that her dad is named Bill, and that in a custody battle, she ended up lying, making her mom lose custody, and the audio cuts out, but I assume her mom died after she lost custody. CD4, another not talker. They don't like flowers, the chair doesn't fit oddly, and the therapist defines words for them. Maybe this is a kid, maybe this is Vanny, I'm not too sure. CD5, Vanessa. They identify the chats again, and whoever is talking to them is looking into her personal files. CD6, somebody that doesn't like candy, their parents are gone, and that they talk to themselves a lot. Oh wait, no. CD6, they do like candy. CD7, Vanessa doesn't like candy, and she takes the ink blot. CD8, another not talker. The person in there is sad and scared, and the therapist says that they talk to all ages. CD9, we find out that Vanessa likes flowers, and she does not like the basement. CD10, Vanessa's been working very late, and they bring up the chat again. CD11, Vanessa says that she likes the blue sky. She's purchased fake fur. She's building a suit. She has compartmentalized her past, and that something triggers her. CD12 is Vanessa again. She's going to a new location for her job, and the therapist again says that they work with anyone. CD13, another not talking. That person likes being inside. And then we find out that all of the other therapists are missing. One of them is dead and killed by a machine. CD14, another not talking. They discuss the encrypted convo logs. They know that the person is a skilled hacker, and they talk about them being at Five Nights at Freddy's pizzeria. So I think this kind of confirms that Vanessa and the not talker are the same person. CD15, this is another not talking. Person takes the ink blot and wears it as a mask. They mention that they like to be invisible. And they mention that the employees of Freddy Fazbear Pizza saw that person in a still shot where they're talking to somebody, and it appears to be rabbit ears. I don't think that this is a mention of Vanessa talking to Vanny. I think this is a mention of Vanny talking to Springtrap. CD16, the system-wide glitch, they traced it back to you. And then we find out that the stuff we heard about the parents are fake, which only Vanessa has mentioned her parents, and that she actually had a great childhood and great parents. So where does that leave us? One of the things that's kind of strange about the therapist tapes is that any tape that has to do with Vanessa is labeled 514, and any tape that is a not talker is labeled 467. I also find it weird that the therapists make a point to say that the chair doesn't fit on 467, and on top of that, they also mention that they work with children in schools. So in summary, it's kind of confusing, and I think there's a lot of things that we haven't found. But the only thing that points to Vanny and Vanessa being two separate people as of right now is the final scene in the burning video, in which we see Vanessa looking back kind of appalled down at Vanny's dead body. I don't think that that is supposed to show that they're separate people. I think that it's supposed to show that her spirit was good and trapped in Vanny, and that we've made another restless spirit that's going to go and continue living in the pizza place. I think they're the same, especially whenever you're looking at the therapist tapes. It's really hard to ignore that a lot of the things that happen with the not talking tapes loop back to things that Vanessa discussed, and it's pretty clear that they're the same. It's pretty clear that Vanessa has ordered a bunny suit, and it's pretty clear that she's meeting with Springtrap below the pizzeria in order to do some type of goal. I'm not sure what, but it seems like Gregory is part of it. So as of right now, I do not think that Vanny and Vanessa are different, even though the ending shows them differently. I think it's a weird way to show it, but even in the 3-star ending, we only see Gregory escape with Vanessa, and then on top of it, she's looking outside at a blue sky, kind of showing you that Springtrap's hold on Vanny was let go, and now she's free to be Vanessa 100% of the time, and she gets her happy ending because she's finally outside looking at the blue sky with Gregory. Okay, well, that's my theory. Please discuss this theory in the comments below. I really want Vanny and Vanessa to be 2 different people. I think that'd be really awesome. I just don't think that the data really supports that. But if you found something else, or if there's new data that's brought to life, or new things that you find in the game that would change the theory, please comment them below. I would love to be wrong. All right, thanks for watching. And if you got this far, please like and subscribe. Bye.